So I'm no stranger to the weird side of YouTube. I used to love watching videos about weird and obscure channels that people had found, like WebDriver Torso or I Feel Fantastic. So when the other day I was scrolling on YouTube and a video came up in my recommended, it immediately caught my eye. At first glance, you may write it off as just a low quality video that was uploaded from somebody's files, but the interesting thing is, unlike those, it's just a string of numbers. There's nothing else to it. It's not an image file or anything like that, or a .vid or .mov. But obviously, the video itself will provide more context as to maybe what it is, who created it, what it's supposed to be. And you can go see this for yourself. This video is 3 minutes long, and I didn't crop it or change it. That's just the aspect ratio of the video. It's just a zoomed in video of a Roblox game where somebody is painting the floor. So naturally, I'm confused as hell as to what I just watched, as you probably are as well. So I go to the description to see if I can find any more info, and that's where I see it. Just a giant ass blob of random gibberish and text that makes absolutely no sense. So whereas prior, I thought this maybe was just some spam post or throwaway post that somebody had made, it suddenly seemed like it was something much more than that, so I began to look at the actual channel itself. The video you just watched was uploaded by somebody named James Smith. James Smith John Doe ABC123 is their full handle. They've been active since February 15th of 2026 and have uploaded 367 videos since then, all following a similar format to the video I just showed you, but having some distinct differences and patterns between them that make it really odd. But before I can talk about that, there's some important context I have to provide about the games James likes to play on this channel. There's two in particular he really likes: Mugen Elevator and Winter. So the first category of videos I'll talk about is the ones where he's playing Mugen Elevator. So what you just saw is essentially what all the videos in the Mugen category are. It's just him playing the game. It's the titles and the descriptions that are specific to this category of videos. All of them, with the exception of a few outliers I'll talk about later, all follow a similar format. Extremely long titles with even longer descriptions that all use characters from A to Z and numbers 0 through 9. Though that was a terrible explanation, a lot of you probably have immediately noticed that that fits the criteria for base 64. So, the first thing I did was decode it into base 64. And it came back with nothing. As you'll see here, the hex pairs did not match any file formats or readable text, so it led absolutely nowhere. So, what is it? Well, the first theory I have is that it really is just random. Either it's an automated channel, which I'll get into why I don't think that's the case later, that is just using randomly generated strings for the titles of the videos. And to be honest, this theory is backed by the second category, Winter. You remember this video from earlier? Don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch all of that again. But the videos in this category are genuinely, at least from what I've gathered, just gibberish. They don't have any meaning. They don't fit URL, they don't fit base 64, they don't fit anything. Now the only thing I could think of is that this is just encryption that I don't understand right now. And the same goes for the other base 64 that I decoded earlier. It could very well be just encryption that I don't have the key for or the cipher to understand. However, if there is one thing I can tell you with full confidence, it is I don't believe this is an automated account. The reason I say that is because, like I had brought up earlier, there's outliers to the rules that I was talking about. The first videos James posted of Mugen did not follow the rules that they do today, where it's a random string of text and a giant description. It was actually just random Chinese characters that had no meaning, and then sometimes it would be descriptions with incoherent words that didn't exist, or more random Chinese characters that didn't, again, have any meaning. And this still holds true with the other category, that being the winter videos. The early winter videos also had random Chinese characters, and then if you go look, sometimes there wasn't a description at all. And to also add to the theory that this is not something random, the games themselves, I won't lie, are pretty weird. It's one thing that James is playing games that are a decade old and are way past their prime, but there's an abnormal amount of people playing these games, and the people playing them are abnormal people. I'm talking people with just strange outfits. Like, if you remember, if you've been on Roblox for a long time, if you remember, like, the John Doe hackers and all that stuff, it's like they're dressed like that. I'm talking 2009, 2013 style Roblox. It's like going back in time, or it's like I was playing with bots almost, but they're not. They're real people. To be honest, like I said earlier, I just wanted to bring this to the attention of anybody who will listen, because I haven't seen a single soul talk about it, and it was just eating away at me that I felt like the only person who knows about this really weird YouTube channel, and then the really weird games that he plays. Um, but I really don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I'm torn between thinking it is just gibberish and thinking that it is something of substance, that there is something there. Like I said, I'd like to believe that there is, especially because of how weird this whole thing is, but it very well could be nothing. And I don't know. I'd like to hear what other people think about it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, have a great day. Peace. Hey, so this is me the next day. As I was getting ready to export this video to my channel, I just decided to go take a look at James's channel, and it kind of changed my mind on the whole I don't think it's an automated account thing or like a bot, because 2 hours ago uploaded over 10 videos like at the same time. So, yeah, there's no way. So, I really don't know anymore.